Welcome to Lando Leaves Land. My name's Lando, and I traveled to Portsmouth, Virginia to buy my first sailboat. Where the winds take me, I don't really know, but it's gonna be an adventure. Subscribe, and thanks for joining me on this journey. In the previous episode, Anthony and I headed out Charleston Harbor for our passage to Florida. We saw some dolphins along the way, replaced the jib with the Genoa, and had some really great sailing after the wind picked up, getting us into St. Augustine Inlet in just over 30 hours at sea.
So we made it to St. Augustine.
Once there, I helped Anthony get a train back to Charleston, and I took a tour of historical St. Augustine. That's where this episode continues. After a couple nights in the mooring field, I continued south a bit and anchored at Fort Matanzas for a night, 15 miles south. Fort Matanzas, located on Rattlesnake Island, was built by the Spanish in 1742 near the inlet south of St. Augustine to protect the city from any invaders who thought they could sneak in through the back door. After pulling anchor the next day, I continued south down the Matanzas River, eventually getting into the Halifax River and anchoring at Daytona Beach.
Okay, saying goodbye to Daytona Beach here. This is the Seabreeze Bridge that I anchored by. I lost a bunch of video, but got to keep pushing forward. Be going that way south. I'll contact the bridge operator there and on the Main Street Bridge, and I'm headed towards Titusville. Hopefully get to Titusville and anchor. About to pull up the anchor. I heard it's kind of muddy here, so it's not going to be much fun. I'm gonna have to get the spray gun going here, probably spray off the mud, and the current is gonna be pushing me backwards. It's fun to do by yourself. Here we go. Yeah, you can see how nasty that is. Coming up right there. Spraying it and wiping it. It'll be a long pull up here. Okay, once again, goodbye Daytona Beach. I got the anchor up, and man, it was not easy. It was just caked in mud. The windlass went out 3 times. Had to run back, turn it back on, keep spraying that thing down. It was the worst anchorage for pulling up mud I've done yet. It can't get worse. There's no way it could get worse. So there's Daytona Beach, beachside. Over here, there's not a whole lot like on the first street. There's Caribbean Jack's right here though. It's a restaurant. If you're nice, you can dock there and have lunch. They may let you run an errand if you're nice. After the 3rd day, one guy did tell me I should not keep my dinghy there for too long. So, but goodbye Daytona Beach. Hopefully I'll get that other footage going. I did get a couple drone shots over there on the beach. I'll show you later. Main Street Bridge. This is the southbound sailing vessel Voyager. Requesting an opening when possible, please. Roger, thank you. Look at that wake. Boom, big roller. Voyager, all clear. Thank you for the opening.
No problem. You have a good day.
Bloodied my elbow running from the anchor to turn back the windlass back on. I slipped down the stairs because my feet were wet because the anchor was up and I was trying to hurry, so I didn't drift too far into the shallows. This is a neat little area right over here with a bunch of little local shops. No chains, bunch of local stuff. That area right there. If you want chains and stuff, you go to the International Speedway Street. The Daytona International Speedway. It's big. Or you can go to the beach over there where the hotel is. There's some chainy stuff there. What is that? Looks like an amplifier or something. It looks like a lockbox. Might be some money in there. Goodbye, Daytona. Heading south, southbound. Hopefully we get some wind and get some sailing on the way to Titusville. Alright, I pulled out the Genoa. Got a little bit of wind coming from the east here. Gave me about half a knot more speed. Hopefully the wind will pick up a little more. We'll get more out of it. Still getting used to this thing. It's a lot bigger than the jib was. A lot more sail. It's not even fully out right now. Just to look at that girl with the lights coming up in her eyes. She's gotta be somebody's baby. Something about sailing makes me want to sing. She's gotta be somebody's baby. She's so fine. '64. Mr. Pelican. Bye, Mr. Pelican. I think that's the last bridge for a while. That's a good thing. Inlet where that lighthouse is, coming up on it. New Smyrna Beach. Ponce Inlet gave me some wind right there. That was nice. Those guys should have waited for me because I have the current. Got the current with me, and they had the current against them.
Continue your approach. I have to put the span down.
So it's times like these when I wish I was outside again, going through New Smyrna beach area. There's lots of little boats everywhere, and there's an island in the middle, and my GPS told me to take one track with one set of markers, and my Navionics app told me to take the other side of the island. So I'm not sure. As long as I don't run aground or run into anybody, I guess I'm all right. See, I started going down the other side of the island there, but my GPS was telling me to go the other way. So I turned around in the little inlet, which proved to be tricky because I had the tide with me and not going against me. I didn't know if it was going to be deep enough going through there. And the markers are changing all over the place, from red to starboard, red to port. You can see the sign right there. The green-red sign, meaning changing of the sides of the markers. Outside can be easier, a lot easier. 65, 66. There's a smaller anchorage here past the fixed bridge after the Bascule Bridge in New Smyrna Beach. Because I think things are supposed to widen out a little bit after here, going towards the Mosquito Lagoon. We'll find out. Just had a nice sail down that long stretch just past New Smyrna Beach. Headed towards Mosquito Lagoon now. So I'll have a long stretch here for a while. Luckily I got the wind on my side today. It's not a really fast wind, but it's not a strong wind, but it's on my side, and it's keeping me at about 6.5, sometimes 7 knots. So it's nice. Nice sunny day. Been averaging about 6 knots. Heading down here towards Mosquito Lagoon. You can see it about to open up here and get real wide. Mosquito Lagoon. Mosquito Lagoon. 13A marker. You can see how wide it is. Pretty wide. Going against the tide, but got a nice wind for us. Filling up the Genoa. Nice wide open lagoon here. You gotta stay within the channel markers though, because it's shallow everywhere else. But beautiful day for a sail. Not too shabby. Living the good life. Waterfront property every day. Can't beat it. Okay, exiting the Mosquito Lagoon and turning into down this canal, the Haulover Canal, I think it's called. And when I get through this canal, I turn to port, and Titusville is shortly there. I'll be up on Titusville soon. You look over here, you can see, I believe that's Cape Canaveral right over there with the space station. Haulover Bridge. This is the southbound sailing vessel Voyager, requesting opening whenever possible.
Roger. When you're close enough, be advised, only the south span will open.
Copy, thank you. So this is another bridge where they're telling me they're only going to open up one span, one side of it. So I gotta focus here. I won't be able to film. On the other side, I'll try to shoot back. See it going down there? They just opened the one side. That's the Haulover Canal Bridge. Haulover. Cutting through the canal from the Mosquito Lagoon towards Titusville. Gonna take a left up here past the bend. Be in Titusville shortly. Try to anchor there. Starting to see more and more palm trees. Getting southbound. Little dock here. Seems to be a pretty popular fishing canal here. It's amazingly 15 to 20 feet in depth. They dredged this canal real good. Cruising into Titusville. Gonna try and anchor. There's on active captain, it says you can anchor on either side of the bridge, on either side of the ditch. I'm gonna try and anchor at this one spot before the bridge though. It says R38, so red 38. Once I pass red 38, I'm gonna take a west towards the shore. Go as far in as I can. If it's too shallow, then I'll have to settle for a spot by the bridge. Titusville. And then I think tomorrow I'm gonna try and get to Melbourne. Not Australia, Melbourne, Florida. Okay, coming into the Titusville area, this is the 7-foot bridge that's always open. So I was mistaken. This first bridge that you see right here is not the bridge I was thinking it was. It's actually the next bridge ahead of this one is where I'm gonna try and anchor. And Cape Canaveral. NASA. Cruising into Titusville, going about 6.5 knots. Been sailing good all day. You can see Cape Canaveral behind me. NASA shuttle station right over there. You look real close, you can see where they had the Apollos linked up. Right. Where's they? Right there. To the left of the building. Pretty awesome. Hope I see some skyrockets in flight tonight. Skyrockets in flight. Afternoon delight, whoa, afternoon delight. Okay, I looked at my Active Captain website and I'm picking out an anchorage it told me about. It's not the one I originally went with or was deciding on. I'm going towards the shuttle area and I'm gonna drop in about 8 foot, 9 foot of water. I was gonna go by the city over there, but that anchorage that I thought I was gonna be at is way out from the city, and it's just pointless to be by the city because I can't get any closer to the city and it would just be silly. So if I'm not going to shore, I'm gonna pick a better place. This was an anchorage on Active Captain that I found, another one. It's out here in the middle of everything, closer to Canaveral over here, closer to the launch station right there. And it's a great anchorage. It's 9 feet all the way around for a long ways, except for a couple little shoals that are around, but those are marked on the GPS. So it's an awesome little anchorage right here. I'm gonna relax now, finally. I checked my fuel level and I have plenty of fuel still, so I can make it to the next town. So I'm happy with this spot. I'm gonna watch a movie, eat some dinner. .45 a.m. Getting ready to take off as I see the sunrise over Cape Canaveral. That's actually the VAB building, that big building. I read up on it when I got here. The Vehicle Assemble building. The launch sites are right nearby. Beautiful anchorage. If anyone comes this way, you just turn past, or right before, about 200 yards before the 44 red marker, you're gonna turn towards the east, and you're gonna just follow the depth marks of 8 feet all the way out here. So goodbye Cape Canaveral, Titusville. I didn't see you. If I could have anchored in closer, I would have seen you. But I am on to Melbourne, Florida, going through the bridge there.
Stay tuned for the next episode as I do continue south, getting to Melbourne. And what a cool little place Melbourne is. Thanks for watching, subscribing, liking, and giving this channel a chance. And I'll see you in the next one.